Hey guys, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back today to update you all on the kitchen cupboards that I painted, and I've had quite a few questions on them about how the paint's bearing up. So I thought I'd do a quick video just to answer all of those and just to let you guys know that I am still here making videos on YouTube. I've been away for 13 weeks over the summer. I was working on a different job, and so yeah, I was just really busy with that, and also I've been having a lot of building work going on next door, which means from Monday through to Saturday there's a lot of noise coming through the walls, like too much that I couldn't even film. It's like so noisy. So today is Sunday, so we've got peace and quiet. So I thought I would just do a quick video, a naughty shorty, to update you all on the kitchen cupboards and to answer all of your questions that you very kindly left me in the comments of that video. If you want to watch that video and you haven't seen it already, I will leave it in the description box below so you can have a look at that first. So let's get cracking with your questions. So the first question is, did I paint the inside of my cupboards? And the answer to that is no, I did not. I do not think you need to paint the insides of your cupboards. Nobody is going to pay that much attention to the insides of them that they're not going to be matching the same colour as the outsides. Let me show you, can you see? Oh, excuse the mess. But this is still the original birch colour that we all love so much. And yeah, and as you can see in here as well, I just left it birch. But do you know what? For the amount of time that you're going to do that for, to get a glass out, it doesn't matter. So definitely do not go to the effort of painting the insides of your cupboards. And also I think that's an area where you probably, well, just don't. It's not necessary. The next question is, did I take the doors off? So I don't think you must have watched the whole video, because if you did you would know the answer to that one. But the answer is no, I did not take the doors off because A, I am lazy, and B, I didn't have enough space in my flat to lay them all out. And yeah, we've only got a tiny little roof terrace, so there's no room to do all that. And it's a real palaver. The doors on kitchens have to be hung quite sort of precisely when you screw them on to make sure they close neatly. And I didn't want to go to all the hassle of putting them back on again either. So no, I did not take the doors off, and I don't think you need to either. Have a look at the video and you'll see how I got in there with the sandpaper and how I managed to do it without taking the doors off. But save yourself the time and hassle and just don't bother, guys. I'm sure some people will disagree with me, and that's cool. Oh yeah, so a lot of comments on my descriptive comments. So basically, yes, I will describe things as painty or grippy and so on and so forth, because I'm not a DIY expert. I'm just a normal person like you guys who is just doing it myself. So if I say grippy, I'm just meaning you know, when you use the sandpaper to make the paint grip. I still can't explain that, but it is a very important part of the process, so do not miss that one out or your paint may peel off. What is the colour of the paint? The colour of the paint is mineral stone, and it is available still from Wilko's, and it is £12.95. You will probably need 2 tins to do a kitchen a similar size to mine, and you also need to get a tin of the primer. I found that the primer went on a bit thinner. You don't need to do a really thick layer of that, so maybe just get 1 tin of each and see how you go. You can always order another one. I think they deliver online now, which is cool, so you can order it after you've watched this video. And has it lasted since I painted it? So I made that video last November, so it's been nearly a year now, and overall I'll do a quick sort of look around after I finish chatting to you guys. I've got 1 or 2 areas where it's scratched a bit, which I'm going to show you, and I'm also going to show you how you can avoid that happening. So no biggies, nothing peeling off really badly, or no damage from steam, or no damage from, I don't know, cleaning it when, you know, when you splash things up the sides or whatever. Nothing like that. It's stayed as strong as a normal cupboard. Did I consider wrapping them instead? So I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, but I'm guessing wrapping them, you might mean when you put the sticky backed plastic onto them, which I've seen people do in tutorials, and I've seen people do that to their worktops in tutorials.
the contact adhesive paper that you can get. I didn't consider doing that because I think that would peel off. I think that it would probably look good for a little while and then it would peel off eventually. So I did consider it, sort of. I knew about it, but I don't think it's a good idea, if I'm honest. I think you can use that stuff for other pieces of furniture though. I think it'd be a good thing to put on a tabletop, or you could put it on, you know, like a chest of drawers or something. But I think in a kitchen where the steam is going to get underneath it and it's going to just start to lift up and bubble away, it's probably not the best idea. So I've got a question about whether it makes the kitchen dark and what sort of colour to go for. Well, first of all, I would say don't worry too much about making your kitchen dark, because I think dark is cool and it might look really good, and you can always install a few more lights around your kitchen and make it a dark kitchen. And if it's dark, then people aren't going to see the dirt as much or the mess, so it'll fade into the background and be very nice. But if you want to go for a lighter colour, I honestly think that this grey is fine. Grey is quite adaptable in daylight, so it seems to be reflecting all the light really well, and as I've said in the previous video, in the evening it just all tones down a bit, so it's a very nice sort of in-between. I think any of the coloured furniture paints that they're selling in Wilko's will be absolutely fine in your kitchen, and I don't think it'll bring it down too dark. And you can always paint your walls a brighter colour and a reflective paint, and you can also brighten up your tiles as well. But I quite like the blue that I've got going on here. Any tips for getting around the cooker hood? So when I painted around the cooker hood there, I found it quite easy because our kitchen, the way the wood has been cut, there was a little gap, so it wasn't flush against the cooker hood, so it was quite easy just to paint that because there was a gap already. If yours goes right up against it, and the same with the cooker, if it goes right up against the doors, tinfoil is a good thing to use because you can kind of put that on and it will peel off really easily. But if that's going to fall away and not going to stay in place, then you can use frog tape, which is really good. You can use masking tape, but I think that can leave a residue, and also sometimes it's naughty and it lets the paint through. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it because I'm really pleased with the finish that I've got. I think the kitchen looks a million times better than it did previously, and it is durable, so it's lasted really well. The only thing I would say is I don't really recommend it as a quick job. I think you need to take your time with it. You need to put aside a good couple of days to do this properly, because if you rush it, you're going to get a less good finish, and also it's not going to be a very enjoyable task. But if you take your time with it, it was nice and easy to do, and it was fine. So would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it. I recommend the paint, and I recommend you doing this if you want to make over your kitchen in a really, really affordable way, and quite a creative way, I think. You know, this has cost under £50 to do this, and I think it looks a million times better for that amount of money. So if you don't want to go to all the hassle of getting a new kitchen fitted and also the expense, then maybe just consider doing this first. You could even consider doing this first if you're thinking about getting a new kitchen and you're not sure about what colour cupboard doors you're going to get. So maybe you are thinking about going a bit darker. And then you could do this and live with this for a year, see how you get on with it, and then when you get around to it and you've got some more money or you've got some more time, you could do your kitchen. I'm sure eventually we'll do something different with this, but for the meantime I'm really happy with it. And yeah, it's also really good for the environment, guys. If you're ripping out your kitchen just for the sake of changing the colour of the doors, that's insane. All that stuff is going to go straight to landfill. Next, I'm going to show you just those little areas where, as I say, there's been the odd little bit of scratching, but it's nothing bad and very easily avoidable. So just to show you the paint, as you can see, it is still really, really good finish. So I've cleaned this today because I thought you guys wouldn't want to see any splatters and mess, but yeah, I think it is looking really, really good still. So you can see the kind of finish. Let's try and get into there. Can you see how it looks almost plasticky? Yeah, so all good, all really, really good. And I'm just going to show you down here, because this is where I was telling you a bit of scratching has happened. There you go. So all that's happened here is it's where the drawer hasn't been hung quite straight, and this bit is really having to squeeze in to allow the drawer to close. You can see it's really rubbing there, and this isn't quite straight, this one. So all I'd need to do is just adjust the screws a bit and let that drop a bit. But everywhere else, you can see on this one, absolutely fine. If you were really perfectionist, these little bits, you could, I can't do it now, but you could go around, sandal those off and repaint, but honestly, it doesn't matter, guys. You can't tell when you're looking at it. Yeah, it looks really good still.
So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that's answered all of your questions. If you have any others that I haven't answered in this video or in the original one, then please feel free to drop me a line in the comments below and I will answer them down there. Be sure to give this a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you found it useful. And also don't forget to tag me in your pictures. I'm really curious to see how you guys get on with painting your kitchens, because I know a few of you have decided to take on the challenge. So just tag me in. I'll leave my Twitter and Instagram details below, or hashtag it Mr. Carrington so I can have a look. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll be back soon with some more videos for you guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.